Hey there, start here. I'm just going to show you real quick how I did my level 99 no mods clear. So this has no modifiers turned on up to level 99, and this should get it done for you. There are ways to do, like, super quick turn 1 kills on every boss. It does require having evokers to get around the physical and magic mitigations on the 3rd wave boss. But yeah, I'm not gonna use evokers or anything. I'm just gonna use good old damage dealers, and we're gonna get this one done. Now you see everyone on my team is EX3. You do not have to have everybody EX3, I'm not gonna use anybody in a capacity that requires them to be EX3. But I would recommend the damage dealers like Celeste and Hio. And Frosty to be EX2. EX2 is definitely helpful, but yeah, definitely does not have to be EX3. So let's just go ahead and get in there, see how we get it done, and then I'll show you the gear at the end. All right. Now, if your team is all EX3, you can actually do this one on turn 1. I'm going to do this first boss in a turn 2, just because if yours is not EX3 all the way, you want to generate a little bit of morale to get over 100%, so that you can unlock Kaito's torrential downpour. So I'm going to take one turn, just kind of set up here, get us a little bit of morale generated, and then we'll do it. If you have an EX18 team, you can skip this turn and just go straight to killing this first boss right here on turn 1. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have Celeste come down here, coordinated teamwork, dazzling neon, and Enlight to imbue everybody. Okay. And then Kaito is going to come down here. He's going to do sun glitter. If you're a fully EX team, go ahead and use torrential downpour. But Kaito's going to do sun glitter, crashing waves, deep submersion to generate some morale, get rid of the defense and spirit buffs. Melissa is going to do shared immunity, chronic flow to do some morale fill, and then she's going to we'll do parasol shield. Okay. Elena, she will do benediction, sanctuary, and we'll do a Shelga. Okay. Hio can just do, we're just filling up morale, just trying to fill up some morale here. So you can do Crimson Undermine, because that does some morale fill. You can do, we'll save Ultimate Flame. What else does, we'll do I'll Master the Sword and Refined Stance. And then we'll do Glacial Step, again for some morale fill. You can do an Icy Grasp, why not? And we'll do a Solitary Sword Dance for the mod boost to his LB, since we're going to use that next turn. Alright, and that should generate some good morale. There you go, 132, plenty. Okay. So you see, he didn't really do anything. Alright, so, he doesn't have any kind of resists or anything up. All the breaks and imperils are still there, so he is just left wide open for the kill. So we're just going to do a bunch of LBs. Now, something you can do here, when the boss dies, he will do a huge MP drain. Now, I've built everybody for a lot of MP, or at least the ones that really need it, like Kaito, Melissa, Celeste, Elena. But if you have Celeste, you can use high-tech barrier on this turn. Okay. And that will greatly mitigate the MP drain for you. Okay, so Melissa can go ahead and do killers. We're just going to do all the killers on Hio, because he is the big damage dealer here. Okay, we'll use Kaito and Elena, we'll send them first, and then send Frosty and Hio. Okay, massive overkill. I think the boss only has like 1 billion. Yeah, so you see, with the 99% general mitigation, the MP drain was not that bad. Okay, you still want to build everybody for a good amount of MP, but it's not that bad with the 99% mitigation there. All right, so basically we're just gonna go ahead and kill on this turn. All right, because we have plenty of morale. We'll go ahead and do a chronic flow for more morale on this turn, and then we'll do a beast and dragon killer on Hio. Kaito can go ahead and do torrential downpour. Yeah, we'll just do sun glitter and crashing wave just to make sure all that's re-upped. All right, Celeste will imbue, coordinated teamwork, and dazzling neon, and then everybody else just does LBs. Okay. If your Frosty doesn't have their SLB on this turn, that's fine. It's not a big deal. Doesn't matter. All right, let's just kill this thing. Okay, now that he does, so when you kill him, he does a 90% gravity attack. So you're reduced to 10% HP. Don't worry, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. All right, so this boss has undispellable buffs that last for 5 turns. And so, or undispellable defense and spirit buffs, I should say, that last for 5 turns. So we're just gonna take a couple turns to set up. Kaito can go ahead and do torrential downpour again. We'll go ahead and do sun glitter again. We'll do crashing waves again. So this will get rid of the attack and mag buffs, which is good. Okay. But it still leaves the mitigations up and the defense and spirit buffs. So we'll get rid of those in just a bit. So Elena will do Celestial Guard Sanctuary, and we'll have her provoke. Melissa will do shared immunity, chronic flow, and parasol shield. Actually, we need to heal everybody up a little bit. So let's do a Curaga because Elena has much higher spirit, and then we'll do Celestial Guard and Sanctuary. Celeste will do her usual coordinated teamwork, dazzling neon, and Laika, and then we can do glacial snap, arcane supplementation, and we'll go ahead and do we can save solitary sword dance for like next turn probably. So we'll just hit the boss, make sure we hit the boss with something. Or we can do icy grass for more morale fill. Hio will do crimson undermine for morale fill. Refined stance, and we'll hit the boss. Make sure we hit the boss. That's important. Make sure we're imbued as well. Alright, we should be good there with all the mitigations and everything. Okay, and you'll notice I have animations turned off. If you're wondering like why you're not seeing the animations on mine, it's because I turned off animations. My phone's getting a bit old, and it's so slow when I have the animations turned on. All right, so this is going to just be a setup turn. All right, we're going to do beast, human, and dragon on Celeste, because Celeste is going to do the big damage next turn. We can do deadly stream, natural flux, and we've already done torrential downpours, so unpredictable tide to reduce the defense and spirit buffs. So the mitigations are going to wear off next turn anyways, but by doing the unpredictable tide, that means the defense and spirit buffs will also wear off next turn now. Okay, so Celeste is going to prepare. She's going to do high-tech blaster, surpassing limits, bright future, so that everybody has 100% light amp. We'll do solitary sword dance. We'll do Anthro Guard and Defiant Blade. Hio can do Ultimate Flame. I will master the sword, I guess, and Shield Claw. And Elena can just do Benediction, Shining, and with this power. Why not? And we should have 200% morale by the end of this turn. Perfect. So we're essentially gonna get a perfect score. Yeah, you can see the damage is practically nil. You know, even though she's not tanking it, it's fine. Damage is inconsequential. All right, so Frosty is ready. All right, we're gonna just go ahead and do LBs on everybody here. All right, Melissa is going to do the killers on Hio, because she just did them on Celeste last turn. And everybody just does an LB, and we're gonna like mega overkill this guy. Like, it's not even funny. Not even funny how much overkill we're gonna do on this guy. So we'll use Kaito to start, and then we'll send Celeste, Frosty, and Hio to bring up the rear. Okay. And we should do like, I mean, the boss has 3 billion HP with no mods turned on, and I think we're gonna do over 20. So it's like mega overkill. This boss is super squishy. Yeah, there's 20. So mega overkill. All the bosses are mega overkill. So if your units aren't as strong as what I'm going to show you in the gear, don't worry about it. Okay, like seriously, it's not that big of a deal. And the units are very, very swappable here. So really, just, you know, Hio and Frosty are just damage dealers. So, you know, pick your best damage dealers, slot them in there. You know, Celeste is really nice to have, but she's not a requirement. You could easily put in Murray. Like, Murray works just as well with the light amp field, and, you know, helping everyone out with the imbues. She can do the 100% light amp for the party. I'm trying to think who else could potentially fit in that slot. Like, if you're on a super budget, you can maybe do like Fina the Return. She could potentially be slotted in there. So, you know, there are lots of good swaps in there. I think Kaito is kind of necessary for the, if you want to do a 3-turn clear on the final boss, just for reducing the defense and spirit buffs. But honestly, you could probably kill the boss even with the defense and spirit buffs up. Oh, by the way, so yeah, you can see I've done a rank 1 already. I just kind of stumbled through it last night. And got my rank 1 on the first try. I was kind of like, wow, this boss is a bit sad, not gonna lie. This is the team I used. I'll show you how I got my rank 1. Hopefully I can get that to you later today. I need to clean it up and optimize it a little bit for you guys, but hopefully I can get that to you today or tomorrow or something like that. All right, but it was a super simple and straightforward clear. It was a blind run, and I just kind of like, all right, let's just see what happens if I take this team in there, and ended up with a rank 1. Says a lot about the boss. All right, but anyways, for the no mods clear, here's the team that I used. All right, Melissa's gear is pretty inconsequential. Empress's Rod just for that turn 1 morale fill. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, you can just put whatever you want. I gave her this card just for the MP. It's not required. It's just I wanted her to have as much MP so that she never had to worry about any kind of MP issues. So that's what that card is there for. With Celeste, tons of MP and MP reduction in her normal form. I even went with practice session just for high MP. It may not be necessary, but I did it because she needs to be able to use her skills and abilities after that first wave, that first boss. But in her Brave Shift form, full on damage, just as much as I could stack in there. And yeah, so I think she's loaded up on all the killers. Beast. Oh, she only has 175 demon, that's fine. 300 human, 325 dragon, only 175 fairy. So she's kind of low on the fairy and demon, but that's all right. She still gets the job done. All right. Frosty, katana in one hand, knuckles in the other hand, and then just, yeah, filling him out on damage as much as possible. I think he should be good on everything. Beast, 300 beast, 300 demon, 300 human, 300... Oh, only 250 dragon and fairy, but that's fine. That's more than enough. Oops, not sure why I did that. All right, Kaito, don't care about his normal form. In his Brave Shift form, 3 stars for MP reduction. Formal suit for MP reduction. Philosopher's Stone Seeker, not required. I did that because in a previous run I was having huge MP issues. That is not required. Dazzling Demons, again, just for high MP on a card. Again, not required. You could use another practice session if you wanted to. That would work just fine. All right. Elena, just high MP, lots of bulk. You know, the Prophet's Diadem is really great for her because she always has MP issues to begin with. Esper and E-Spear, if you are having MP issues and you don't have Prophet's Diadem, just put practice session on her. That will work just fine. We don't care about her killers. She's just here kind of to support, do some support chaining. Hio in his Brave Shift form is the only time he's really doing anything. So he is our second top damage dealer, so gave him a bunch of high damage gear. And oops, that's not what I meant to do. And his own card because he's EX3, and yeah, just tried to max out the killers as best possible. 350 Beast, 300 Demon, 300 Human, 250 Dragon, and Fairy, and that's fine. As you can see, that got the job done. And there we go. Easy peasy. So hopefully this was helpful to you guys. You know, this boss really isn't too difficult. I could probably do an even more budget no mods clear. If there's, you know, any units you guys would like to see me use for a no mods clear, definitely let me know in the comments below. But otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and move on and try and get my rank 1 clear out to you guys as soon as possible. So thank you so much for following me, and I will see you on the other side.